The Stabby's got a birthday present. Oh yeah. Woohoo! G'day everybody, welcome back to another episode now. Super excited today because we've got the new addition for the Mighty Stabby now. Wow, I picked it up last night and it's a bit of a beast. Check this out. Yes, you are correct. You put it all together. It's a new trailer. This new addition has all the bells and whistles. So I'm going to just go through it, talk about it, and yeah, we'll get started, but far out. Happy birthday, big girl. It's going to be a good day and yeah, exciting times. Righto, so as you can tell, just by looking at it, it does look strong, it looks tough, and it just looks like it's been well built. Now, we're going to start at the back, we'll make our way up to the front, but to start with, from the back, you can see it's got a nice wide back. So then basically you've got these two nice big skids, so then if your boat does come on a slight angle, it will center it down the center and you hopefully get a nice easy drive on, drive off experience. Now pretty much that's all I do with this big boat. I drive it on, drive it off. It's the most easiest way to get big boats on and off a trailer. So this is why I've opted for this particular trailer, because it really does look like, and hopefully will be, a very easy way of getting the boat on and off the trailer. Now pretty much I've opted, this is an option. You can get skids for this bit, but I've opted for rollers. Now, I'm a big fan of rollers. I know a lot of people think, there's just more little maintenance things, but with our old trailer, the rollers have been fantastic. So this has been designed for our hull, and these rollers will really help support when you do drive up, and if it slightly does want to turn left or right, the rollers will correct it and help it go straight up the trailer. Now, as you can see, basically you've got all of these big skids all the way down the side just to guide the boat all the way up through to the drawbar, so then you can lock it in and go from there. Now, it's all alley at the back here, and it's all bolted together. There's no welds, there's nothing like that. It's all bolted. It's a bit like a big puzzle. Now, the reasoning for bolting alley trailers is because if you weld aluminium, the weakest part of that is the weld. So you can imagine a lot of stress over many, many kilometers towing. You can see that what will happen is the stress points will be the welds, and that's where it gets weak and you can have major damage. So they've worked out now, and it's been happening for a while now, bolting all these alley trailers together. Best way to do it, strongest way to do it. Got the full electric brake system. That's all wired through, so all four wheels have the electric brakes. We've got these two rollers, again, just to assist the hull if it's not quite sitting right, so that's just going to sit it nicely. The one thing I really, really like about this style of trailer is there are no leaf springs. Now, these have got a torsion bar set up. Now, again, I won't go into too much detail about it, but it eliminates the, having to have those springs. And with any of those springs, they rust. They get really, mucked up with all the salt water and stuff, and it's a lot of maintenance. This is eliminating that. Our spare, which is fantastic to have on the trailer because, again, you never know when you're going to have it like a blowout. You've got your jockey wheel, and then you've got, of course, your brake controller set up here, nice and high as well, because then if you are sort of hopefully not too deep in the water and you get a bit of a rogue wave or something might come through, that's going to be completely out the water. Then we've got our strap ready to go to winch the boat on. The different thing about this trailer is the drawbar is all galv, all right, so it's not actually aluminium. The rest of it's alley. The reason why they've done this is because basically with, I guess previous models, this was all alley, and they found that a lot of flex was happening. This is going to be one of the strongest points connected to your vehicle. So they've went with a galv steel, nice and strong, and to be completely honest, this part of the trailer hardly ever or never sees the salt water. So there shouldn't be any issues there at all. So again, just, I guess over the years, they've just been improving things to make things work, to get the trailer to where it is now and to the standard that everyone sort of expects. So it's an amazing looking trailer. I'll do a bit of a pan around with it and you can sort of see some of the points from that. So as you can see, it is a very nice looking trailer, very strong looking trailer, and just, yeah, it looks the part, I guess. Now, I guess the reasoning why I've decided to upgrade the trailer is because the one we've got, we've had it for over 10 years and it's starting to show its age. Now, I guess the thing about trailers are they're a very important part of your package, all right? Because when you go to a place, you need a good solid trailer to get you there and get you back, and you don't want to have any hassles. Now, saying that, I've had very little problems with this trailer. I've had one bearing go, but that's about it on one of our trips. So ultimately, this has been a fantastic setup. But I guess what I was really starting to worry about was my weight and travel factor. So this boat is about nearly 2 ton, but it was under the 2 ton mark. And when I was buying the boat, I opted to try and go a slightly cheaper setup with a Gav trailer and a cable brake setup, no electric brakes. And again, it's been really good, but if I have an accident and they found out that I had, you know, X amount of weight in the boat and it was over the limit, my insurance company wouldn't come to play. Plus, if I get pulled over by the transport guys and they weigh the trailer and go, oh, you're over, you've got to try and get rid of some of that weight. And if you've got no one with you, you're either going to sit on the side of the road or you've got to get rid of some stuff, which that doesn't sound good to me either way. Now, again, most of the time I used to try and tow it with as little weight as possible, but sometimes you can't do that, especially if you go onto the ramp or something like that. You're fully loaded, ready to go. So I've opted for a 3 ton trailer. This is going to cover us, no worry. So we can load this thing up. If we decide to go across Australia and do some fishing over at Exmouth, I can load this trailer fully up with all our gear and know that this trailer is going to be well and truly under that weight factor. Now, when I was choosing the Easytow, I decided I really like the trailers with the torsion bar systems. Now, again, there's a lot of trailers out there that have the full alley setup, but then they've also got all of the torsion bar, let me rewind that. They've got all of just the normal leaf springs, and they're just normal steel. So unfortunately, they're gonna still cop all of that element. So when you're paying all that money for an alley trailer, you wanna have as much of the trailer as possible as alley, and not too many elements of it where it's gonna corrode and rust and all that sort of stuff. So again, this trailer, I'm hoping, will last us for the next 10, 15 years. Last until this boat decides to go somewhere else and I upgrade, or I keep this boat for the next 25 years. I don't know, but it's a long-term thing. So I want to really look after, this, but also this. Now, I guess one thing now is, trailer boats, they're not just about having an amazing boat. It's about having a nice trailer too, and making sure that that trailer can get you like to A to B. And that's the main thing that I wanted to go. Now, I have looked at a few different brands. I looked at the Dumbiers. I did look at some Spitfires as well, because they're a really, really cool trailer as well. Very similar to the Easytow, but there was just a few things that I liked about the Easytow that sort of made me want to go down this path instead. So I guess now, this is the fun bit. So basically, we're going to head down to our local boat ramp. We're going to take the boat off of this trailer and we're going to put it on that trailer. What I might do, we'll pull the old trailer up beside this one and do a little bit of comparison, and we'll talk about just some of the differences between the old Gav roller trailer to the new alley slide trailer. So yeah, let's get the boat on the trailer and go from there. Righto, so took the boat off the old trailer. Now we'll just do a little sneaky comparison between the two. So this is the original Dumbier, full roller Gav trailer. Hasn't done us any issues, has it? It's been good. And then we compare it to our schmick looking Easytow alley trailer. But I guess the main factors that we were sort of concerned about were all the corrosion, the rust that's starting to happen all the way through all of these, main areas where a lot of weight is going to be happening. And then if you have a look, they're the leaf springs that I was telling you about, just brown, mucky looking things. So you can just see that unfortunately, over time, this is a 10-year-old trailer. It definitely has, aged, I guess, badly. But at the same time, that's what you've got to expect when, you're using a Gav and you're dipping in the ocean all the time. So yeah, like I said, two completely different trailers really. So you've got the full roller and then the skids slash rollers. get the new trailer under the boat, and we'll see how we go. So the fun begins. Righto guys, all done, dusted, and it's been a fairly big day today, but it's been a productive day. We've got the boat on the trailer and it sits quite nicely, and the boat really does gel well with it because it looks really, really nice together. We've had to muck around with those rollers a fair bit, but I think we're about 95% there. There's just a few we'll have to adjust, but overall pretty good. What we will also have to do is whack the boat catch back there, so then we can easily drive up and that catch works for us. The other thing we will be doing is getting our stone guards put back on. We'll probably have to fabricate the frame a bit differently because the spare tyre is going to get in the way, whereas the old trailer never had a spare tyre. So that's going to be another challenge in itself. But overall, I think it's all went pretty well. It's been, a lot of, mucking around, but at the same time, it looks really, really good. So I hope you guys have, found it interesting, I guess, and you've probably, hopefully, picked up a few things about the Easytow trailers that you may not have known, because I was doing a bit of research myself and I couldn't find a huge amount on this particular trailer, so hopefully this gives you just a little bit more of an insight on it. They are definitely a very, very good looking trailer, and they do feel and look solid. So hopefully over the next, few months, years, it'll just keep, going strong. What I'm going to do though is do a bit of a review, maybe after 6, 9, even a year or so, just to see how the trailer's still performing. Hopefully it's still going strong and there's been no issues. So we'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, hope you guys have enjoyed. Thanks again for, taking the time to watch it. And until our next little sneaky adventure, we'll see you on the water, we'll see you in the land. I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see. See you then.